We're live.
Okay! I'll put my headset on anyway because I'm working quite close to my desk.
So put you on thing down.
Should I do my little intro? Is this on GameStorm, yeah?
Yep, it's on GameStorm.
Cool. Alright guys, if we're live right now, yeah, PC builds. So, just check if we're live, Rob.
I'm just checking now. Videos.
Yes, so if we are live, this is going to be a nice little PC build for you guys that are actually paying attention to the live stream. I don't think we'll get that many people on, but you never know.
You can watch this afterwards anyway, because it'll be on the channel. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to find it, and it's not showing
Channel.
up at the moment. So, live
Right.
streams. Hang on. Oh, yes,
So-
we are live.
Okay, cool. In this box, we have a Bit Phoenix Conrad case. Now, I've never used this before, but it's going to be a nice learning experience. And from what I've seen of it so far, it looks all right. So, we'll just take all the nice... Oh, there's a... Oh. Oh, static.
Nice one.
That's not good. Right. So... I'm going to remove the carpet from underneath my feet because I don't really want static from the carpet underneath of my feet. So, yes. So, you should be able to see me on the live stream. Hello. Okay. So, the Bit Phoenix Conrad case. It's a pretty basic case. I hope my webcam's probably not doing it justice. But I'm going to go ahead and get out my camera equipment now. So I'll peel that off. Oh, that is the most satisfactory thing ever. I'm going to go and get my camera kit out. So there you go. I now have my headset off. Right, camera bag out.
So, yeah, this is going to be great, this.
Dom. Rob,
Yep,
send Jamie a link on his Facebook.
will do.
Okay, I need to invite Ben to the call. Am I hosting now, or is Rob hosting?
I don't know.
Hello.
That totally hasn't... Ben, please turn that off.
I don't know how you can hear it. You do it? Ooh.
Yeah. Hang on, let me try and get back to full
That's,
screen.
um,
That does totally mess up with my camera angle, but oh well.
Right, I'm gonna get some better lighting in here as well. Basically turning my room upside down. Effectively.
This is But, the one I'm messaging, isn't it?
Jamie Butt, yeah.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. Ah,
Stupid, not stupid. Move that Christmas tree.
can I even do it without being his friend?
Gotta try and keep things in a rough order here,
good camera there, Bun.
because else stuff can just go absolutely shit. Right, cool. Lighting plug in now. There we go. Lighting on top of computer. Straight cable. Check. Check. Right, cool. Okay. Move the chair out of the way. Set up my tripod. Oh, already set up.
So, right, okay.
Alright, so we haven't done an official well, like intro thing in this video, if you like, guys. So I may as well do it now. So hey guys, it's Ollie here, back again with GameStorm PCs, and welcome to our build live stream. I'm joined with Rob, who is
Hello.
also a GameStorm support member staff with GameStorm, and Ben, who is just one of my buddies from school who just decided to be in the stream.
Hello.
Probably be better, right, if I do this and move this back over here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I can see now.
Probably. There we go.
Right, cool. Let's set up my DSLR because my webcam probably doesn't do this justice at all.
Not well. Yeah, it's
And I'm gonna have to run downstairs and get my memory card because it's in my school bag. So BRB.
Which case is that?
That is what I believe to be. I think it's a Corsair one. However, I'm not sure. I could find out for you though.
What, the Obsidian series?
Let's try and see it. I don't know if he's got it saved.
Oh.
My MacBook's saying no. He hasn't got it saved on the system.
Computer says no. Oh.
Basic parts.
What case is that, Born?
Huh?
What case is that?
What case is it?
Hang on a second. Right, okay, so I may as well do an official video and I'll tell you all the specs. But official bit about the PC. So, have you sent Jamie a link, by the way?
I have. He's watching.
Okay, cool. So, basically, the case is a Bit Phoenix Comrade windowed case, obviously. It's got a nice square window in it, as you can see. The rest of the parts go as far as the processor is an FX 6300 6-core processor from AMD. RAM is handled by 8 gigabytes of Kingston HyperX Fury with an gigabyte Z8, not Z87, what am I on about? 78 LMT USB 3 board with a GTX 960 WindForce 4 gig, and yeah, you'll see the rest of the parts as we build it.
Almost close enough to my computer then. I'm running the
Yeah.
AMD FX 8350 on the same motherboard, 8 gigs of 1600 megahertz ballistic sport RAM from, what's the company called? I can't think of the name.
Patriot?
No. I'll probably remember it later. And a GTX 970, which is a Strix card.
Right, my DSLR is now recording.
That is great.
So gonna get on with the build now, people.
So after this live stream, there will be an official build, probably a week later.
Yeah, which will be this video that I'm recording with my DSLR. You can see the tripod here. So, Jamie, if you're watching,
Which he is.
this is going to be a beast. Right, take the side panel
Hopefully.
off. Hopefully, if it
Yeah.
works. It will.
Yeah,
don't
and you
worry.
plugged
There
the
we
24
go.
pin in correctly.
And I plugged the 24 pin in like I did with Josh's. Okay.
You did it properly with mine though.
I did it properly with yours, yes. Right, so in your case, there'll be like a little baggie, like this.
Baggy.
Little
This guy
baggie.
goes all American on us.
A little baggie. And in that bag is quite often your little piece about your case and stuff like that, but I don't need to look at that. Don't know why, but some kind of extra bay cover. No idea why.
Because the top bay isn't covered, is it? I can see
Motherboard
it from
standoffs and hard drive screws. So
here. Nice.
I need my motherboard standoffs because I always like to do my motherboard standoffs before doing anything else.
That's actually the same thing, because you have to work out the layout as well, depending on your size of motherboard, as to where they go.
So your motherboard standoffs, I don't know if the camera will pick it up well, but they are tiny little golden studs like this. So I'm going to like rearrange the Nikon so that I can get a bird's eye... Oh shit, the camera fell off. I can get a bird's eye view
Of your
of
desk.
installing the standoffs.
You had one job, boy.
Shut up. Good job.
One job.
One job.
That's what
And I
happens when it's
failed.
live.
Live streaming. Hey guys, it wouldn't be a fun live stream if it wasn't gonna. Well, if
Fail, yeah.
the stuff didn't fail. So
If you're
Yeah.
watching the live stream, then be sure to drop it a like as well.
yes,
And
do
check
do
out
that.
all the links in the little description, which can take you to our new forum / website, and also our Facebook page if you haven't liked that already, and also the support group, which you should definitely go check out. There's quite a lot of members in there now.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't. There's only like 3 standoffs in here.
Bit
Are the
concerning.
standoffs like pre-installed? Because there's like a thing in the bottom of this case that I've never seen in any other case before. Like, look, if you look at this, like, if you can you see this?
Sort of, yeah.
No.
Like, they're already like raised about 10 mil off the base of the motherboard tray. So I'm thinking, is there?
Yeah,
No need
I've
for
seen that with
motherboard
Linus.
standoffs.
Linus did that on one of his videos, and that is actually a built-in standoff, but he always puts electrical tape on them because he never trusts them. You know.
Yeah.
I
So you might want to do
I know
that.
what you mean.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that for safety. Where's my electrical tape roll? Here it is. Electrical tape. Right. Cool.
That
Okay.
electrical tape is like one of the most helpful things ever.
Oh, I just opened my cupboard and it's got like my drawer and it's got like a firecracker in it. I don't know why, but there you go.
But there you go.
Don't say that on stream, Born.
Yeah, I know. Everybody spawn's got firecrackers.
Right. First bit going over. I like put bits over it and then I like punch holes in it.
Yeah, that's
GameStorm.
might be your best bet.
I haven't got anything sharp enough to punch a hole in it though. And it's
Go
going
to
like,
Twitch, right?
it's going to thread it. It's going to thread it into the threads of the motherboard. Like, come on. It's they've done it for a reason, so. And it's not like these heads are like any bigger than a standoff itself, so. Yeah, there's no point in me putting tape over it.
It's an optional thing you may do it if you want to at home.
Yes, but in this part here, basically what you do is you'd get those little standoffs, and in a case that doesn't have pre-installed standoffs, you would go ahead and install the standoffs in the specific spaces that your motherboard requires. So for our case, it's micro ATX, but this is an ATX case, so you'd only install the ATX or micro ATX standoffs. So for that, I don't need the case anymore, so I'm going to chuck that over onto my bed, and I'm going to bring a big box with more PC parts in it.
It's good.
Right, so we're going to open this up, and I've got a feeling there's some nice juicy hardware in here. So, open it up. Woo! I like what I see first. GTX 960. This is the Gigabyte edition.
Gigabyte's
It's
still
a
a great brand.
Windforce. It's a Windforce GTX 960 4 gigabyte.
Oh, it's 4 gig though. It's fine.
Overclock edition.
Whoop, whoop.
Good.
Why
It's
is
the
there
best
powder?
kind.
Why is there powder on the back of the case?
Don't say that, Born. Jesus Christ.
Overclocking is always better. We have a hard drive. So
Always
Jamie's also getting a hard drive and a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. So not a hard drive. He's also getting a Kingston SSD and a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda drive. So also in here we have the 500 watt power supply supplied by EVGA.
500 W.
This is only £29 for a 80 plus rated power supply. It's brilliant.
Whoa.
So
Speaking of power supplies.
yeah, shut up, Rob. We don't care about that in a moment, especially not on a stream.
We don't care about you.
Right, and then the last piece in this back box of goodies, back to the side, is the motherboard, which is the Gigabyte 78 LMT USB 3. Now, Rob actually has the old version of this motherboard. Believe it or not,
old.
PCB on the old version was blue. Thankfully, this is black, so it's not going to look as crap as Rob's. Although
Excuse me.
Rob's, you can't really tell is blue.
Not
thanks
really.
to stuff being in front of it, like his H100i GTX liquid cooler and stuff like that.
Massive Strix card.
So, the next part I usually do, I'll try and bring the. I've got to keep remembering that my camera's got a 20-minute recording limit. I'm going to try and bring you in for a closer look.
Good luck.
See if I can balance you over the DSLR without you falling off.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
No, that's not going to happen. So I'll stick you back on my monitor.
Again, Born. One job.
Shut up, Ben. So this is the bit that I usually like. I'm going to pull my chair across for this because I like to sit down
And you're lazy.
and be lazy. Yes. So this is the bit that I quite often like doing. So I'm going to grab our processor and we're going to grab our RAM. So we'll put them there.
Room.
So I'm going to go ahead and open the box, the motherboard box, that is. Make sure that it goes back. So this is the I/O shield. You will be needing this, so I'm going to put this to the side.
Usefulness.
Why? Why, Gigabyte?
Oh, I know. They include a little.
Why do they
IDE.
include IDE cable? Who uses IDE now? Just
There's
in
still
case.
an IDE thing underneath the 24 pin on there.
Actually, before I move any further, I'm going to chuck the I/O shield in the back of the case. Literally chuck it. Right, so I'm going to move this. I'm bring the case back over a second.
This is the simplest thing you ever do.
It literally is. When you're building a PC, this is the easiest thing you'll do. Right, so literally, the most technical part is opening the bag.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we had to get a hammer for
So
ours.
now, yeah, we did. So now what you want to do is there's 4 corners on the I/O shield. Basically, what you want to do is line it up with the place where the I/O shield goes in the back of the case. So here, line it up with the hole in the case, making sure that your audio ports are at the bottom because that's generally the way that they go in most modern cases, most modern motherboards now, and simply press it into place. Make sure that all 4 corners are popped in, and there you go. I/O
That satisfying click.
It is a satisfying click. I have to.
That we didn't have with mine.
No, but you hammered yours in, so
Yeah, I know.
more like several.
So it's like clunk, clunk, clunk.
So we can go ahead and bring the motherboard back over now.
Still not in properly. I don't know if you know that.
If really.
Yeah.
Processor and the RAM. This is the point where we're going to open up. The motherboard box is damaged. Right, anyway.
Don't say that on stream, Born.
Right, so
Ah.
we've got our SATA cable. We're actually going to be needing this. Why am I showing it to the DSLR? We're actually going to be needing this. So we'll put that to the side as well. Gigabyte manuals. I'll keep these all for you, Jamie, so that in case you've got a problem or anything, you can look through them. And then also in the box we have the motherboard itself. I'm going to sit down again because I'm lazy. So this will be in the anti-static bag. You want to make sure to take it out of the anti-static bag by removing the strap at the back.
Maybe advised to discharge yourself from any static before doing this by simply touching your case.
Yeah, touch the case, touch something metal or anything. We're going to keep the motherboard in the bag, so I'm just going to put it on top of my keyboard for a second. What you want to do is you want to shut the box down again and simply remove the motherboard from the bag. Now, do not put the motherboard back on the bag because the bag quite often has an anti-static inner coating but a static outer coating because, you know, manufacturers have got a cop off somewhere. So chuck the bag to the side and place the motherboard down onto the motherboard box. That will serve as our anti-static, our static-free workstation. I'm just going to go ahead and shut these bits of the box. And now we can go ahead and install our RAM.
The room.
Right, actually no, CPU and RAM. I'm going to go ahead and restart the recording on my DSLR. Zoom in a bit, focus, and go. Okay, so installing your CPU, what you want to do, grab the box. Obviously we can open it up now. Oh, okay, not like that.
Again, Born.
I
Not on stream.
I only use the box, it's cool. The nice slit across the top like that, simple as. And we're going to take out all of the contents that are inside the box. So inside this box you will have the nice internal CPU clamshell that has the AMD sticker in it.
I've
So we're
still
gonna
got
put
that
that
somewhere
aside.
for mine.
And also we have the AMD stock cooler, which has thermal paste already applied on it, which we're going to be using in...
Which you've probably already
So-
touched.
I haven't touched it.
All right.
So we're going to put that to the side. So I'm going to ground ourselves again. I'm grounding myself on the side panel of the case. Right. What was I going to do now?
CPU, RAM.
No, hang on a second. I'm thinking. Camera, that's what it is. I was going to move my camera in for a closer shot. Right, so I'm going to stick
That placement, though.
it directly above. Wrestle with the tripod. Zoom it right in.
Right in.
Right, so you have to be careful with all CPUs. Like Intel's, you can be slightly less careful with. I guess it's a CPU, so you want to be very careful with it. But unlike Intel, AMD choose to put the pins on the processor rather than on the motherboard. So that makes it especially difficult if you drop a CPU, which I can now admit on stream, the CPU that is in Will's PC, which is an i7 2600K, was dropped 2 times in the building of that machine, and it survived. So you want to be very careful when opening these plastic clamshells, because I have had it with the AMD chips that they jump up and bounce out of the clamshells. So you want to be very careful when opening these clamshells. So I'm going to be extremely careful when opening this one. Make sure that it's the right way around. You want to grip the CPU with your forefinger. Is that your forefinger?
Index.
Was that
Pointer.
Index finger, your pointer. You want to grab that with your pointer finger and your thumb, one either side of the CPU, and simply lift it out of the clamshell. So you've got it in a grip like this. Okay? And then lift up the CPU hatch. There'll be like a little arm on it. And then you want to see on the CPU, there'll be like a tiny little triangle. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. There'll be a little gold triangle in the corner. Now this will match with either a gold triangle or a dot on the CPU socket. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to line them up and simply drop it in. Don't literally drop it, slot it in, give it a wiggle, and make sure that it's in. Once that's in, we're going to simply put the arm down. It'll be a little tight, but it'll go in and slot in just nice. So that's that done. Now we're going to install our RAM. Phew.
Rum.
I hate AMD processors for that.
I think they're alright.
No, just for having the pins on the motherboard. That's the only reason I hate them. No, on the processor.
Ooh! Teaser.
Right.
Yay.
Open that.
Gubby.
Okay. And this is the third time I have used Kingston HyperX. Not third time, like the 6th time I've used Kingston HyperX Fury. There is Fury in Ben's PC, there is Fury in Will's PC, there is Fury in Josh's PC. Pretty much all of us have got HyperX Fury. It's really reliable RAM, really good RAM, and I recommend it. And also, it's like 30 quid for like 8 gigs. It's incredible.
I apologise for interrupting. I've just remembered the brand of my RAM is crucial.
Yeah.
Oh, that took me way too long to think.
Right, so I've already built with this motherboard, so what you want to do is you want to look in your motherboard manual to check, because this board has 4 slots. Sorry, I can't count. This motherboard has 4 slots. You want to check it handily notes here, which is the first memory DIMM. So this is in the order that the CPU will communicate with it. So in this case, we want to use the grey and the grey slots, the 2 grey slots. If you're going for a 4 DIMM setup, just fill all of the DIMMs. But the reason we have to be cautious with this is because it's the way that the motherboard and CPU and everything communicates with the RAM that it has to be in this order. So just, right, record camera. Just making sure that what am I on about? With the RAM, it's very simple. There's a little notch in the RAM DIMM, and there's also a little notch in the CPU socket. Literally, all you do is line it up. Yeah, in the RAM socket, sorry. Literally, all you do is line it up, slot it in, and press down firmly. Just like that, until you hear the satisfying click that it's clicked in. And the same with the secondary RAM stick.
You put them in the grey slots?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do.
Mine are in the one in the furthest to the left and the...
Really?
Yeah.
I'll check how I did for Kieran's PC, because like I said, I use this motherboard.
I think it won't make too much of a difference.
I'll just check a minute because I'm not too sure.
I think they work both ways.
This PC, mass storage. It'd be quite good if I got it wrong, to be honest. Quite funny. Mass storage E, Vegas videos. Right. Client. Oh, okay. I take that back.
Are you wrong?
Yeah, I put it in the black slots for Kieran's PC, and this is the same motherboard, so...
That is awkward.
Well, it's not really, to be honest. Okay, guys, so we're going to take those memory DIMMs back out of the grey slots and simply going to slot them into the black slots. Which is an easy and quick swap.
The lesson learnt here is that no matter
Read the
how
motherboard
much
manuals.
you think it is, always read the motherboard manuals, which you have to do anyway for the front panel connectors to check where they go.
Right,
Further
okay.
on the build.
So now we're going to install the CPU cooler, and for AMD, this is super simple. Check that the camera's recording. How is it looking from your end? Do I need to be in closer, or
You
or
could
should I
be
just
a
leave
little
it as it
bit,
is?
but you can make it out from here.
So installing the CPU cooler, I'll just leave it as it is then. This is a really simple latch mechanism that AMD introduced here for their CPU coolers. Basically, you latch one side, so that side there, over one side, and then you put the other latch here over, and then you push that down, and it locks it into place. So there is two pieces on this motherboard that this latches onto. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to place the CPU cooler down. I'm going to latch the first one. Actually, I'm just going to plonk it down, just like that. I'm going to latch the first one, like that. I'm going to apply the latch onto the second one. Make sure that I can get the latch over, like that. And then it's locked into place. I know it doesn't look very sturdy, but that's AMD stock coolers for you.
Yeah, they are a bit dodgy, aren't they? I had to try and take mine off. I was like, oh,
It's
God.
on. It's on well enough. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to say. So after you've done that, plug your 4-pin fan header to power the fan into the header on the motherboard, and then that fan will then receive fan power. So as simple as that, that is what needed to be done for that side of the PC. So we can go ahead and put the motherboard to one side again, but don't put it too far away because we will be needing it. I'm going to move the DSLR back now. Re-angle it. Zoom out. Okay, so we're now going to bring our case back over. Put it down nice and gently, like that. And make sure that all of your front panel connectors, so these pesky little things, are out of the way. And we'll just thread the fan cable out the back for a minute. So we're going to go ahead and grab our motherboard again. Hence why I said don't put it too far away. And you want to sort of hold it by the sort of heat sinks or the CPU fan or anything like that. And what you want to do is you want to lower it down into the case. So preferably I/O side first. And then line up those ports in the back of the case with the I/O shield. Make sure that they pop into the I/O shield like that, and then rest the motherboard down on the standoffs. And you can leave it sat in there. So now we're going to take out our little bag of screws. Now these little black screws in here will be for attaching your motherboard, or some of them will be, some of them won't be, some of them will be for your hard drives, but we will soon find out which ones are for which. So what you want to do is you want to push the motherboard far over to one side and secure the middle screw. So in that case, I dug out the right screws. Once the middle screw's in, you can pretty much let go and just start screwing in the rest of the screw holes. As simple as that. That's where the standoffs needed to be. Okay. So I'm going to take the motherboard back out again, because those little standoffs actually needed to be installed for micro ATX configurations. So there needs to be one in the lowest slot there, and also one over there. Okay, cool. Place that back over there.
The easiest way to work out where the screws are is just to hover your motherboard above where the
like
holes
I just did, yeah.
and work out from there.
So I'm going to put these two little gold standoffs in that I needed to put in earlier that I should have done, but hey ho, I didn't. So yeah, second attempt. Let's get this motherboard in. Right. So, like I said, as I did before, lower it in nicely and gently. Guide it with your other hand. Line it up with the I/O ports. Basically everything I said before, and lay it nicely down on the standoffs. And then put your middle screw in by pushing the motherboard in. Put the screw in the middle one. Screw it in nice and tight, but not too tight. And there you go. And I'm going to rearrange my DSLR again. Focus it. Cool. Okay, so we can now pretty much continue on screwing in the motherboard. Now that all of our standoffs are in and out of the way. Are you serious, Gigabyte? Not Gigabyte. Bit Phoenix, you're forcing me to use two different types of screws? Really? Okay, so those screws clearly don't fit in the standoffs.
It's a bit of trial and error. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm back.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Ben. So I shall use these screws instead, because they seem to fit the standoffs. And thread them in nice and tight, and then I'll continue using the other screws for the built-in standoffs.
A little side note is that you don't want to do them too tight, otherwise you can cause your motherboard to actually bend.
Yeah, you can end up bowing your motherboard. That's a bad point about screwing them in too tight.
So only screw them in tight enough that the motherboard ain't going anywhere, but not
Isn't
to the
going
point where
anywhere.
you're forcing it
To
to
stay
its very
exactly.
last thread, and it's starting
Yeah.
to warp. Like in the corners, you'll notice it especially. It's the worst thing you could do.
I've looked at client PCs before when they've been bowed
Yeah, it's really
They've tried to-
unfortunate.
themselves. Right.
There's not
So-
really much you can do about it to try and bend it back, but then it's very risky
How
business.
awkward is that?
What?
Oh my days. That is the most awkward screw hole placement I have ever had to deal with.
So,
I
so
can't
far,
see-
our thoughts on
can't
the
see
Big
it.
Phoenix are...
No. It's to do with the motherboard.
Is it?
There's nothing wrong with the Bit Phoenix case.
Oh,
just- You know your top standoff is right above that RAM slot.
yeah.
That's the problem. I can't get the
Take the RAM
screwdriver
out.
in there to tighten it.
Hmm.
No, because
Okay.
Ben, I'm not being interfered by the RAM. It's the
Slots
actual
themselves.
slots, the little clicking devices stand up to tool.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think no, I thought I had it then. Come on, out you come. Screw.
5 hours later.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm going to put it in the top one.
Golly sauce.
Oh yes, some plastic wrapping material, food material. Oh,
It's the curry sauce.
loud as.
I got chippy. Num num. I've already eaten my fish. Mmm. Oh fuck! I love
on.
it.
Right, screw it. I'm not even bothering with that standoff. Do as we say.
That's on stream.
Do.
It won't
Good to
really
practice.
make a difference if one standoff.
Hey. I built Alex's PC and there was only 2 free standoffs securing his motherboard in, and that's a Skylink system. It works, alright?
That's
Right.
more thing you develop when building PCs. If it works, leave it.
Yeah, exactly.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right, so I usually now like to install the hard drives. Now that's a super easy task. We're going to I have a very set way of building PCs. This is about the 10th one I've done. Right, so we're going to take Jamie's 1 terabyte drive, which is a Seagate Barracuda, highly prized drive here at GameStorm.
Especially by Rob.
I'm gonna close Facebook, to be honest, because it's slowing my internet down. Right, so we've also got a 120 gig SSD, which is gonna make Jamie's boot times super duper quick. Which is another advantage of Jamie's price point of PCs which he's bought, which allows you to have a separate hard drive and a separate SSD rather than a hybrid drive, which is a combined thing of both of them. So I much prefer this sort of budget for working on PCs. So I'm going to pull the spacer out. We don't need the spacer. I want to rip into this packet. Lovely.
Like you rip into every packet.
Yep. And we'll get the SSD out eventually. There it is. So there's the SSD. So this case has pop riveted in 2.5-inch drive bay sleds. So the drives slide nicely into the sleds, as like so. I love that, like so.
Lacasso.
Like so. Just adjusting the DSLR. And basically, what you need to do then is select your chosen screw and take your, well, I'll put it on the end of the screwdriver first because that seems like a logical thing to do. Like that. Take your chosen screw, align the SSD holes with the case holes, and simply screw the bugger in. Proper! That's the way,
In case you know it can be stabbed.
And repeat that process for the next 4 screw holes
You
that
put it
surround.
the wrong way.
No.
So why is the
Don't
port
say that.
facing the pinch
Oh, pop.
things? So make sure you have it facing the correct way.
Yeah, that would work.
Again, born. One job.
Shut up, Ben. Right, so, yeah. Slide the SSD and slide it in the right way, preferably with the ports facing that way, so that when you put it into the case, you can plug them in to the cable management side. So, ignoring the cock-up that I just made, tighten in the...
Is that what it's called?
What?
The cable management side of the case.
Yeah.
That's not its official name, is it?
It's the GameStorm official name.
Well,
Ah.
the cable management side,
That's
the
what most
back
people
panel,
refer to.
the arse
The
end.
right side.
Well, no,
The
that's not the
hardest
arse
side
end.
to put the side panel on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent
Oh,
15
that's
minutes
job.
last night trying to do that.
Some
And
of
that's
us
not an exaggeration.
used by you.
The thing is, mine has a bulge on the side of it. So that's where all my cables go. So Paul just went, fuck it. Won't do that.
I did. I didn't put any cable ties or anything because it didn't need it. I was like, right, this is how I'm gonna do it. And Ben was like, yep, proper.
Does you
I'll
need
just
like
let it
the
run.
top hook on the case of my case,
Oh,
which
shit.
holds it in line with like screw holder side, the side panel
Right.
screws.
Yeah.
that isn't like lined up, like that slot hasn't gone in, so I just sort of forced the side panel and then just put the screw in so it's held
There
in
we
by
go.
the screw.
SSD in the sled, and we're going to go ahead and go. Whee! Plop. In they go. Job done.
Just for now.
Just for
Case
now,
now
yeah.
it can be stopped.
So, shut up. So now we're basically going to repeat the same process with our hard drive, which is in a sealed bag, and my brain can't work out how to open it.
A sealed anti-static bag.
It's called a North.
A North.
A
North.
A North. And he
North.
pulls out a spoon.
That's another
This is
word.
my North.
Feathers. Right, we're going to cut into this bitch.
You used them properly.
I did, yes, instead of going yeah down a with them. Right, okay. So, you want to be a little more careful with the
Bat
mechanical
nav.
drive because it is a bat nav. Sorry, because it is a mechanical drive and it does have spinning platters. And these things don't like vibrations, so we're going to pull a bigger sled out of the case.
Mine vibrates like shit.
We're going to make sure that the SATA ports are orientated the right way round. I think these are toolless. Oh, yes, they are. And simply
Snap 'em in.
snap 'em in. And there we go. And then that one there slides back in there like that, my booties. Proper. Okay. Right. So, end of video. Proper. That's it. I'm not going to show you how to install anything else because I'm a twat. So there you go. Right. Now I usually like to do the hard drives. Not hard.
You've done the hard drive,
Great.
Born.
Not the hard drives.
Try again.
One job.
Shut up.
If we shot like everything like live for our
Everything
GameStorm
is done
channel,
wrong.
our
It would
videos would be so long.
So now we're going to take this nice sexy EVGA power unit, or power supply, as it's more commonly known as. I'm going to start recording on the camera again. I like to put the power supply in next, because then you can cable mount it before you've got the graphics card. Batna! Sorry.
I think we should get a bat knife as well.
Yeah,
You
I'm
need a bat
right.
knife.
I'm going to email Barnacles tonight. I'm like, give me a bat knife. No. I actually will. I'll
Send
just.
them this video.
It'll be a lot more. It'll be a lot more polite. It won't be like, give me a bat knife. Now.
Send them this video.
I will. Well,
Bat
bat knife. I'm putting
knife.
rubbish in the bin. Trying to anyway. My desk is a complete mess right now. There's like a bomb's gone off.
Right. From deep.
And dip. Right. So I'm gonna open up the power supply.
As you do.
As you do. It's a nice EVGA black box. And I shall slot it on there. Not slot it, put it on there. Open it up. And here we have the EVGA branding showing off the 430, 500 and 600 watt power units they make in this particular range of power supplies. This doesn't have a name, I don't think. It's just the EVGA 500 watt. Usually they're called Supernova or anything like that. So lift up that, and it's got some screws.
Which is always great.
Screws.
Screws. So this is the first time I've actually used this power unit. It's non-modular, unfortunately.
Oh no.
All of the cables are attached to the power supply.
Supposed to cheat.
Hey, it's £29.
Precisely.
It's
Gotta
500.
remember that.
So put it out. Hey, it's essentially a Corsair CX power supply, just made by EVGA, right? Enough
Practically, yeah.
mocking. Jamie, if you're watching, can you pop up to me quickly on Facebook, preferably, and message me whether you're going to put the PC on the floor or whether you're going to put the PC on your desk? Quickly, please. That would help massively.
It is like a delay.
Woo! Rob,
Cool,
send
yeah.
Shookway the link to the live stream.
Calm
Send who?
down, me. I don't need a
Tell
windshield.
Shookway.
When I message.
I didn't get a word of that again because Ben was speaking. What were you saying?
Link Josh to the live
Oh,
stream.
Josh, there we go. It's because it's got quite a short name.
Mr. Hookway.
Jamie! Ah! He's messaging! He's coming! He's coming! Ah, good, right. He's going to put it on the desk, so,
That's great news.
I will put the power supply with the fan facing downwards, sucking air in from the bottom, so it will be nice and cool. Rob's linking
I've linked him.
you to the stream.
You've seen it.
Go watch. Right, so we're going to install the power supply now, people. And they usually come with like some twist tie thing around the cables. So I'm going to go ahead and try my best to unlink the cables. And you can keep that twist tie because we can use it later. So we have a rat's nest of cables that's attached to the power supply. But don't worry, Jamie, you won't be seeing any of these. They'll be hidden behind the motherboard tray. So we're going to go ahead and literally put the... I hope the camera's recording. Yep, it is. I'm going to literally put the power supply in, being careful to make sure that you've moved all of the front panel connectors out of the way. And we're going to basically drop it in, not literally drop it in, but put it in like that onto its little standoffs. There we go. And we're going to get the screws. Uh-oh, that didn't sound good. It's fine. Take the screws out. And one job.
One job.
And we are going to secure it to the back of the case. Nah, who'd have thought it? Securing it to the back of the case? Why'd you do that? It should be floating. Right, so, to make this easier, I'm going to stand it up. Not that you guys need to know any of this stuff, but it's a running commentary because it is a live stream, so... I don't think the lighting will be as good, but I don't care. Meh! Right, so... Dust stuff everywhere.
Just.
Why is it so, like, cluttered in my room right now? Right, so... We'll line it up
5 viewers. Nice.
to the... Oh, yeah, mate. We are so pro.
Yeah, man.
Basically-
I'm famous.
We are going to screw the power supply in. This case, that's a really nice feature. Hey, Bit Phoenix, nice job. That's a really nice feature. In the power supply mounting area, there is 2 little pieces of metal here and here. Now, they help to align the power supply so that when you tighten in the screws, they tighten in properly and the power supply doesn't move. That's a very nice feature.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank
Shout out.
Shout out to NZXT. Not sponsored at all, this video, by the way, guys. So,
Hint, hint.
oh, shit. Hang on a second. I think Zoff tried messaging me.
Ooh.
Don't worry. I need to reply.
Name and a half.
Message.
It's me message. One job.
Me on Skype. Sure. Right. Cool. She's messaging me on Skype instead now, so I'm going to turn around and go. And that's all you're going to hear like for like 5 seconds. Right. So we'll continue putting in the last screw for the power supply. And then that's that job done. Tick that off the box, Rob. So whilst we're here, we're going to take off these thumb screws for the other side panel. But then, so somewhere safe, we're going to take off the back side panel, or the cable management side, as I like to call it, and stick the side panel somewhere safe so it doesn't scratch. Right, okay. This is the time where I put my chair away. Okay. So, if I twizzle it round, twizzle, 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 and swirl, honey, swirl. Right, so around here is the motherboard cable management side. Now, by the look of this case, there isn't that much room, bar here and here, so I'm going to have to work quite hard to cable manage this. Don't worry, it will get done. But before I'm going to do that, I'm going to plug in the motherboard front panel connectors. I hate this job.
Everybody hates this.
These cables here are very, very small and fiddly. You've got the USB 3 header as well. Where's that paint coming? Paint coming from?
Don't say that on board. Born.
And you get USB 3 and front panel audio. So, USB 2 and front panel audio. I don't think my DSLR can see very well. Oh, poor DSLR. Right, so I'm going to twist it around. Twist and shout.
That gives us a better view as well, anyway. So
Right, okay. So, stop recording and start recording.
Start recording.
Yep. Sucks having a 20-minute record limit, but there you go.
I don't know
Right,
why.
so
they
I'm
do
gonna change that.
this.
I'm going to tackle the front panel connectors first. Now, thankfully on these motherboards, they're quite well labelled. So, you want to take the little switch that says power switch, or power SW in this case. Find where it says on the motherboard. So, power switch is at the top here. And simply plug it in, like that. Hard drive LED. HDD LED.
HDD LED.
HDD LED. Plugs in. Maybe I should plug the HDD LED in first. Actually, no.
You've been instructed by Josh to imitate Sam saying Charlie.
Ah! Charlie!
That's
What about the Jollo
interesting.
tree?
The Jollo tree.
Right,
Right,
so
All
set
I do is
switch.
death.
All like, yeah. Sorry, guys.
I'm bleeding.
Twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on now, baby. Mm-mm-mm. Right, and then a power LED is gonna go in there. And for some reason, they like give you a plus and minus, which is really annoying. They could just make it one connector.
Positive and negative.
Positive and negative.
Positive.
But everything else is one connector, which really annoys me.
Hmm.
Right. I need to get in there with a second hand. That's what she said.
Uh,
Right, I'm gonna see if it's on.
yeah.
Hello.
Wow, who dropped a dislike on the stream? Damn.
That was Josh. Okay.
Okay. What are we doing? Right, so
I wish you could see. That'd be
now
funny.
we are going to plug in the front panel USB header. Now, this motherboard here actually has two front panel USB 2s.
Way.
Oh, I was going to say, I couldn't see a USB 3 header then, but it's right next to the USB 2, so I don't know how I didn't see it, but there you go.
One job.
So, shut up. So I'm going to plug the USB header in. And there is a missing pin on the block, as well as a missing pin. I'm going to go back to this here. There's a missing pin, as well as a missing pin on the actual plug-in space on the board. So we want to go ahead and match those up and plug the bugger in. Just like that, right? Same story pretty much with the front panel audio. It's just the pin is missing from a different location. So that is going to want to head. I'm going to manage these a bit differently. Let's stick them through there. Go ahead and do exactly the same and plug it in just like you did with the USB 3 header. Pop. A USB 2 header. Pop. Just like that. Cool. So USB 3 header is a horrible big connector. Where is all this paint coming from?
One job.
Like, where? It's not coming off the motherboard, is it? No, because motherboards aren't painted. I'm being dopey. It can only be
One job.
Shut up, Ben. Right, so the USB 3 header is a big chunk of a connector, and I don't really like it. I don't know why they made such a big, chunky connector. But we're going to plug it in anyway, because else Jamie wouldn't have front panel USB 3, would he? So it's got a little chock in it. It's not like the USB 2s. It's got a little notch in it. Basically, you line it up with the socket notch and simply plug the bugger in. Right, so that's all done. Okay. So now I'm going to start arranging these cables from the power supply because they're a complete rat's nest, as I've already explained. I'll stick them all over it. And then I'm going to route this one back through behind and up through this hole here. Okay, Bit Phoenix, there's a little issue that I've found with your case, is that the holes for the standoff, for the holes for the cable management aren't very good because they don't have grommets, and also they don't. Hang on a minute, is that the right way round? I'm going to lower the computer back down again because this is a point where it would be easier to do that. Okay, so plug that one in there, but the foot pin, why is it not stretching? Right, okay.
So she said.
Of course, Ben, of course. Right.
I'm going to be the annoying person in the background.
Put that in. Come on, motherboard, work with me here. Just make sure that that plugs in on its own. Yeah, it does. Good. Okay, darling. Stop popping out. That's what she said. Right, plug that in, and I'll plug that one in along with it. Cool. Right, 24 pin is now in.
One.
Yes, I'm on fire tonight. My ginger
He's
head.
on the ball.
Sorry to apologise to all gingers out there. So I'm going to stand it up now, and I'm going to get my little baggie of cable ties. Baggie of cable ties out of my drawer. Zoff messaged me.
Name. New Justin Bieber song.
That's fine. I'm building a PC anyway. Okay, cool. Right.
Clicky, clicky, tap, tap.
Clicky, clicky, tap, 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 tap. Okay, so the reason I got the cable ties out is because I'm going to start cable management. I don't usually do this, but it's just because this case has got quite a small area for cable management, so I may as well do it now. Stomp. Can you get some non-copyrighted music?
I could.
Actually, no. I could
What's
put
that?
it in my headphones. Actually, no. I get distracted. Actually, I'm not going to start cable
NCS.
management yet. I'm going to wait until everything's plugged in.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Guys, if you're hoping for a professional PC build, you may as well go somewhere else, as you've already probably figured by now. Okay. So
Not good advertisement, Born.
we've
I
got the. I know. But
He's only joking.
it's a good learning place anyway, from a nice, friendly guys at GameStorm PCs, because
Give Born experience.
you guys can pop up and find out anything you need to know about PCs. So, yeah, we got the power supply in. What do I usually do next? Time to think. Right, so we've got 2 hard drives. Gigabyte only sent 1 SATA. Okay.
GPU.
Nice. Oh, no. I'm blind. They sent 2 SATAs. Cool. So, I'm
Job.
gonna pull them. One job! I know. Why is iTunes open? Go away, Apple piece of shit software.
iTunes.
iTunes. Right, so, these are the cables, the mystical cables, that link up your hard drives to your motherboard. Believe it or not. Arrange the camera. I don't think the video that I'm actually making professionally will be that professional because I'm not really caring too much about the camera as I'm doing it through live streams, so, yeah. But these cables are the cables that link your hard drive. So we're going to go ahead and plug the right-angled connector, because one has a right-angled connector on it. Should bring that right up to the camera. And one is actually straight. And then the other cable, both ends are straight. So I'm going to use the right-angled connector. Actually, these ones plug in. They're really weird way on this motherboard. They plug in upside down. So I'm not actually going to use the the right angle connector. So I'm going to use a straight connector and simply plug it in like that. And then I'm going to route it through this side cutout here. And this one is going to go down to our 1 terabyte. So I'm going to turn the PC around. I'm going to stick all these cables inside for a minute. Just let those cables in. Right. We'll slide it around. And here we, as I did say earlier, we set out the hard drives in the hard drive cages so that we could plug the connectors in easily. So I'm simply going to put that excess SATA cable under there and plug the SATA connector into the 1 terabyte. Simple as that. This next SATA cable, I'm going to twizzle around, twirl, honey, twirl. I'm going to plug this one also into the bottom slot here on the motherboard.
These slots on the motherboard are actually really delicate as well, so
Yeah, I'm
not
just
to rip them off.
Right, so I'm going to route that one also through the side here where the other blue one went. Make sure that they're nice and cable managed together. And this one is going to go to the SSD. So this is what's going to give our super fast links to the boot device. Yeah. So that one there plugs in there.
Be nice
Would
if
go,
they
Joel.
change the colour of the SATA cables as well. With the
Yeah.
because the motherboard was blue, the SATA
That
cables were
that
blue.
is the first way I met Tech Freak when I went to Westland. It's like, what's going on here then? Well, it won't boot. That's literally the first thing he said to me. If you want to watch that video,
Go
guys,
watch this video.
that is the first Westland video on the Skyneman 93 channel. If you want to watch that, go and watch that again.
I'll add a card to it so people can click the eye in the top right and
Cool.
You'll
That
be able to
sounds
go
like
view
a nice
that.
idea. So now I'm going to provide power to these hard drives because they need a bit of power because else they won't work, obviously. So that's the CPU header there. I've forgotten that one. I'll do that one in a minute.
One job.
So, shut up. So this one here has 3 connectors. This power supply has 6 total SATA power connectors, which are on these 2 wires. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of these because we're only powering, well, technically 3 devices because there is a disk drive that still hasn't come yet. But I'll give you that at a later date, Jamie. Like I said, you won't need a disk drive for a while.
Is his internet really fast?
It's 5 megs a second. It's not fast, but it's good enough.
Faster than yours?
Yeah.
Hours,
yeah. Right, so I'm going to thread this cable management, underneath
Yeah.
of the 1 terabyte hard drive. I'm going to plug in this power connector. It's at an awkward angle because
Is that the
Yeah.
Westland from March, that video?
plug that in. Yeah, the old one, the oldest one. Then I'm going to use this. I won't quite reach. I'm going to use this top connector to plug into the SSD. So once that's plugged in, come on, plug in. There we go.
That's what she
Simple as
said.
that. That's what she said. That's what she said. Right, so that is plugged in. Okay, and that's all your hard drives wired in, guys. So the next connector that I'm going to plug in is going to be the 8-pin CPU supplemental power, which is this connector here. So,
That
there. I think the GTX 960 only requires a 6-pin or an 8-pin. I'm just going to do some research on that. Actually, I may as well just open up the box.
I was just say you got a box right there with it
Here we
in.
go, the unveiling of the graphics card. There it is, the beast. I think these cards are so efficient.
Tiny.
They only it is tiny. That they only require a 6-pin, I think. Yes, it's only a 6-pin, but it's in there, so I won't remove it just yet.
Somewhere.
Right. So the 8-pin EPS supplemental power, as I was doing before I went on a rant about a graphics card. I'm going to route that because there isn't one in the top of the case. If you've got a big case, there is usually one at the top here that you can route the CPU supplemental power through, like myself and Rob's Define R4. They have it up there as well. And I'm simply going to, if I can reach it, can I? It's not quite long enough. So I'm going to do the other route, and I'm going to take it. I hate that with power supplies. Power supply manufacturers, please fix that. Literally, it is such a pain. Right, so I'm going to do the other route, which is up across the motherboard in the side here to the best I can. Actually, I'll route it up there. Actually, no, I'll bring it through the back, through this little hole here, like that. And then along the side and up into the CPU power plug.
Like I saw.
Like so. And I shall put that in between the fan and that lot at the back there to nicely cable manage that. And when I put the graphics card in, I will make sure that that is up against there so that it looks nice and clean. So I've mentioned it already, so I think it's pretty much time to put our graphics card in. Hey, Rob.
Oh, hey.
Japayo.
Hey, you there. See you over there. Right, because this is a budget-oriented case, guys, it has non-removable I/O shields. Not I/O shields.
Those platey thingies at the back.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have to snap them out.
Yeah, we had to snap mine out. I think I've got several missing because...
My first case, I had to do that. I remember that, actually.
So
put a
just,
Wi-Fi
just
card
give them a
in.
wiggle, and they'll come out like that.
Like I saw.
Like so. And we'll give the next one a wiggle. And you want to remove the two that are the most in line with your graphics card. So this top PCIe slot here. And there will be usually the one exactly in line with it, and the one that goes completely below it will be the place where you want to put your graphics card in, because that's how it will line up.
Don't fall for the trick, though, because the very top one doesn't actually usually line up with the PCI.
Doesn't actually usually low. Right,
it's
so
second and third usually.
Voice.
Right, so this is the Gigabyte WindForce 4GB GTX 960 that Jamie chose for his PC. There's a very nice WindForce 2X cooler. Very sexy looking card, I must say.
This is very, very small.
Focus it on the DSLR for you guys.
For a later video.
And Gigabyte always do this well. They always include little protectors and all sorts of stuff for your card. Basically a condom for your graphics card. We're going to rest that down there nicely. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and install it. So,
one job.
Shut up. So, we're going to pull them off. No, with that 116X slot connector. Not connector.
Protector.
Protector, that's the one. Asus cards also come with them as well. This shroud is plastic, but yeah.
So the EVGA
Hang on.
cards.
It's the same cooler. That's neat. Right, so we're going to go ahead and pop that connector back there so it'll click into place. And we want to line it up.
Like a, oh, not like I say.
Woo! Some fancy. Right, make sure that that is aligned there, because we're going to lock that cable into its place at the back, and simply press and slot the graphics card in. Simple as that, like so. There is quite a bit of sag there, so we're going to go ahead and screw in some screws to hold
I
this.
know what it's like to have a little bit of GPU sag.
Oh. Right, so for now, I'm actually going to lie the PC over, because that seems like the most logical thing to do. So you guys won't get such a good view, but I don't give a shit. Well, actually, I do give a
One
shit. But yeah, I'm building a
There's
PC
not
right
much
now.
you
So
can do about it.
right, so I'm gonna find some screws that work. Juan job. My name is Juan.
One.
Hopefully these will thread. Lovely. Lovely jubbly.
Like
Lovely
so.
jubbly. I got my money. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Ah, that was hilarious that night.
Which night?
When I was with Will ages ago and we were out until like 12 working on the carts. And it was like Radio 1 drum and bass. And there's this song come on, it was like, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. I've got my money to a like really like hot beat. It was awesome. We were just there with the ratchets like, whoa, power! Right, so that is our graphics card installed.
Power.
Okay, so as you can see from the video feed, I have, well, you probably won't be able to see it very easily, but I trapped the 8-pin cable up here, and it runs between the fan and down the back here by the motherboard. So it is very nicely cable managed and away out of sight. You can get around these things of not being able to route them where they're supposed to go. It may take a little bit of effort, but you get there eventually. So pretty much all of these cables here are going to be useless, bar this one, which is our power supply, well, our graphics card connector. So yeah, you might want to plug that in because else your ball and new GPU won't work. So this power supply, because it's being a 500 watt unit, it can support piggybacked 8-pin connectors, which means I could, if I wanted to, run my GTX 980 off of this. I don't know if I'd trust it, but it's a definite maybe. Right, so we're going to go ahead and slot that into the graphics card just like that. Like so.
I like us so.
And we're going to put...
Hasting out a game stabbed.
I'm going to... Ben. I'm going to
What?
put that down to nicely cable manage it. And we'll get around to cable management a bit later. So, bar that, everything is virtually installed. So, yeah. Well, in a minute.
Nope.
Not a yet. Not a
What
yet.
It's a
operating
24
system are
pin
you
in
planning to put on
correctly.
this?
Huh?
What operating system are you planning to put on it?
Windows 7 Ultimate. Because Jamie still likes Windows 7.
Don't blame him. It's a good OS.
I'd have Windows 10, apart from,
I use
Yeah.
Windows Server 2008 R2,
I won't
which is
discuss
like
Nudge.
the server version of
I won't
Windows
discuss
7, which is great.
Yeah, Ben, probably not good to discuss it. Right. At the back here, it looks very clean. So
it. For once.
I might just put the side panel on and go, there you go, job done, boom. Which I think I'm going to do. So
Until bulge.
it's going to bulge, I hope. Well, I think. Yeah, it is going to bulge. So I'm going to have to lay it down.
Lut din.
Lay it
It's a good
down.
lie down, that is bomb.
Lay down, dog! Right, cool.
Where's Harvey?
He's downstairs, bay. It's not up here.
Aww.
Right, so slide it on. Like so.
Like us.
Give it a wee wiggle.
Give it
Give it
a
a wee wiggle.
And there we go, chaps.
Didn't take him that long.
In the thumb screws. Like
What are you
so.
complaining about, Rob?
Eh?
I know, in
Nah,
his
look, it just took him like 5 seconds.
a gazillion
Mm.
more space for cable management as well. So I don't know. Oh, shit.
Ah.
Middle one isn't in properly.
One job.
Shut up.
Breathe.
Don't make me get frustrated.
I think it's getting to the point now where putting side panels on is becoming a two-person job.
Correct. I might just like lie on it. Uh-oh.
Or you want it to stay straight.
Photoshop.
Don't screenshot, please. The internet might break.
Just like my screen.
Okay, my Disney ready.
You're what?
Late tea.
I can't do it. It's not working.
It's like 8:30 and you're just having tea.
Yeah, my dad's only just got home, laddie. Right, swirls the little round. Swirl, honey, swirl. Right, cool. And
Stop the accent.
I can't do it, lad. It's not fair. I think you should shut up because, like, it's not funny at all.
I find it funny.
Oi! I didn't ask for your opinion. It's not valid at the moment. Right. Okay. Well, my tea's getting cold, so I'm going to go and enjoy that.
Alright, we'll just leave some music for you to jam to.
We may as well leave it live streaming because, because we may as well not, like, set it up again. But that you guys can join us, what should we say, like 20 minutes?
Yep.
Right.
Depends how fast you can eat.
I'll aim for 20 minutes to be back in 20 minutes. And we'll get going and do some more cable management, and then we'll finally boot this machine up. So, yeah. I'll see you. We will see you in about 20 minutes, guys. Be back after the break.
Camera on. Camera off.
Camera off. Switch it off. Okay. Right. Rob, leave jamming. I'm going to go and enjoy.
Alright. Can they still hear us?
Well, yeah, because my PC audio, so... me and Ben can still chat, can't we?
Yeah. Battlefield? Battlefield. Are you streaming on YouTube? On the YouTubes?
I think I'm gonna just quickly nip for 5 minutes off, so I'll just mute everything and you can jam out to the
yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Then you go into the live stream and you'll see what music's on.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find it.
Alright, back to now.
GameStorm. Oh no, he just left.
Hello.
He muted. Oh, he's back. Oh! Okay. I can't buy.
Lewis, message me if you can hear me.
Are you ready?
Yeah, right. We're back, yeah?
Not quite.
Alright. We're back. Guys, if you're watching the stream, message me and say if you can hear me. Check that we're allowed. Are we live?
We're live.
Yep. Lewis says we're live. Cool. Okay. Oh god, no, Ben. Oh, I can hear that audio coming back at me. Okay.
Yeah, that might be
It's
me.
me.
Sorry.
So, the specs of this PC. If you didn't watch the intro building it all, so that'll be for Lewis. We have an AMD FX 6300 6-core processor with a Gigabyte 78 LMT USB 3 motherboard, 8 gigabytes of Kingston HyperX Fury at 1866 megahertz, a EVGA 500 watt power supply with a GTX 960 gigabyte WindForce 4 gigabyte overclocked edition. And last but not least, we have storage, which is handled by a 120 gig Kingston SSD and a Seagate 1 terabyte Barracuda. Okay, so bar what you can see here, I'm going to tidy up some cables in the front here, and we are ready for first boot time. So this is going to be fun. I think I'm just gonna chuck them in the bottom here. Bit Phoenix, I really like this case. It's really nice. It's like really nice. Who's calling me? Hello? Uncle. Hello, Lewis. No, is it not Lewis? He's what's the one? Hello? I am, yeah. Are you watching? You're watching, aren't you?
That face though.
I know. Right. Yeah. Got me. Okay. Okay. Hello, Lewis. Shout out to Lewis. So, I really like this case because it's just so rounded and it's good for a budget case, and it makes everything look good too. The only major gripe that I'd have with it, if I did have a gripe with it, is the fact that it doesn't feature some nice grommeted cable holes or stuff like that. But that's not a major gripe, so we will gloss over that. For a case of its price range, it is fantastic, and you can't beat it, really. When it comes to cases like the fractal design ones, like the Core 1000s and the cheapies, I would just go for this any day, because I've built in all of the fractal ones and they're not that great, the budget ones anyway. If you step up to like the Define R4 or the Define R5 or any of the
Define RS
or the Define series, it's an amazing case. Literally. I've got a Define R4. It's quite old now. However, you can pick up a Define S for about 60 quid, or 65, 70 quid now, which is absolutely incredible for such an awesome case. Who's messaging me now?
Scoop chat, sorry.
William! So yeah.
Kai's messaging.
I'm just going to cable tie some of these cables at the bottom here, and make sure that they're all tidied in and nice and neat for Jamie. I think I'm also going to do a little bit more work with that top fan because it looks a bit messy at the minute. So I shall pull that down there.
And that wasn't you, so I can't say one job.
I'm gonna try and yeah, that looks decent. Cool, sorted.
Cable management. Done.
Cool, done. Gloss over. I'll stick that one up there. That bit up there. That'll do. It looks roughly clean. If you guys are watching, message me. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I should do. The guys that are watching, tell me what I should do. If I should change anything.
Put anything in
Or-
your stream chat. Feel free.
Yeah, put anything in the stream chat. Ha ha ha. So
And remember, guys, if you want to go see Born's first Westland video, be sure to click the I in the top right corner and go
because
view that video.
we're advertising that video, so I don't think there's a front fan in this case, is there? Nope, I don't think so.
It won't boot.
It won't boot. Yeah, let's
It
literally
won't boot.
pull off the. Oh no, it's got a nice bit of Phoenix logo on it.
No.
I like this case. I'm waiting for those messages, guys. Send them through. There's quite a bit of delay, so I'll expect delay. I think it looks pretty clean. What do you guys think on Skype with me at the minute?
I'm thinking it's looking good.
Cool.
The cables are sort of bundled in the bottom here, but
There's not much you
they're
can
out
do
of
there,
sight
really.
when the window goes on. So,
That's alright.
like, if I put the window up,
The blue
then
cable that I can see is a bit dodgy, but when you put the window on, I can't really see it, so...
yeah,
I can.
it's fine. Ben, nobody gives a shit about your opinion. I'm joking.
I give a shit.
I give a shit.
More
The only
cable
thing
management.
The only thing that's lacking here is some blue LEDs or something. But I'm sure Jamie will get around to pimping it up of his own accord. More cable management. No, Ben, I don't care. So,
Sorry.
ah,
Better cable management.
right. I'm still waiting for those messages. Whilst I'm waiting for those messages, I'm going to go ahead and get the
Jamie
power
Butt
lead.
says, it's looking good. Lewis John says, Uncle Kenny's restaurant, and Oliver Bob
Okay.
loves Sophia Advers Vibenda. I can't say that.
Oh, no. No! Lewis.
Thank you for your comments.
Johns.
Lewis, no. I could just be a real prick right now and just go, Sadie! But yeah, I did it. Wow! That is officially the shortest power lead I have ever seen.
Damn.
Whoa. Okay.
It's like a meter long. That's what she said. Okay, right. Let's plug it in. I'm going underneath
Shoot.
my desk because I'm being adventurous. Oh, it's got a little plastic thing on it.
How awkward would it be if the power
what she
supply
said.
were to blow up?
Shut up.
Can't say I've been there myself.
Right.
One job.
Make sure that it's off when I plug it in.
Alright,
Bang. Whoops.
Okay, power is in. Jamie, hold on to your ass because it's about to get blown off. I'm joking.
Is everything put in properly before you had the embarrassment of
I'm gonna check
clicking it
24
and it won't?
pin, 6 pins in, 8 pins in.
Did you turn it on the back after you turned it off?
I'm just gonna do
No,
that.
you don't
If it doesn't boot, it's usually due to the fact that front panel connectors aren't plugged in properly. But
That is right in the way.
I know.
Do not touch
Good,
any parts inside the computer once the power is going through, because that's the easiest way to electrocute yourself.
Although I haven't done it yet.
Right, that looks good there.
Because you're still playing with electricity, even though it's a fun way of playing with electricity.
I like playing with electricity. It's fun. You stick your tongue inside a plug. It's awesome.
That's what she said.
Tasty.
Words from Born.
So I'm gonna bring the light down here so that my oh shit a brick man webcam.
One job.
Kind of feel like it has somehow.
Jesus Christ. I'm blind. White screen.
Right. Okay. So we can actually see something, or the DSLR can pick something up.
Right.
Is that really? Oh, the.
Oh, that is
That
horrible.
is lovely and
It's
No,
bright.
down.
it's not horrible. It's just really bright. Can you turn that thing down?
I can put it at a different angle.
Yeah, sure. Off.
I don't
Are you
know.
ready?
No, I can't. Right.
A drum roll. Hang on.
Good time.
Count us down, Born.
Right, hang on a second. I'm just trying to. Let's focus it.
And
Oh, shit. That's better,
It's
isn't
going
it?
to be the longest drum roll
One job.
going.
Right, here we go.
Shut
Where's
up.
the power button? 3, 2, 1. Ah!
Way!
It works!
spinning funds.
Spinning fan. Right, let's turn it off again now. Cool. Right, let's create a bootable USB drive and install Windows. Phew. Another one working.
Do you want to set up a
Ow,
team
wait.
viewer so you can watch what you're doing on your computer?
Oh, that's bright. Shine that in my face.
Born.
Yeah.
Do you have team
I
viewer
can
on?
do. Oh, Lewis. Hello, good afternoon, sir. How can I help you?
Egg fried rice. Chicken away.
Hmm? I'll speak to you in a minute, Lewis. I'm live streaming. Right, cool. So it works. I need to create a bootable USB memory stick now, though. So
Yay.
that's the job for my camera done. Thank you very much, DSLR, again. You've been a wonderful friend. Guys, look at my desk. It is
Very
an
colourful, very
absolute
messy.
tit.
And colourful lights.
And colourful lights.
Keyboard is lovely.
Is an absolute.
And the easy button. Press
So,
easy.
I think Will's watching a live stream.
hey.
That was easy.
Oh dear. Oh
Beautiful.
no, he's broke that out.
Right.
Are you setting up a team viewer?
No, there's no point really. It's only creating a USB bootable drive. So
Will
I
be
think
A video
It's
going on
going to
GameStorm about how to do
there
that?
will be. Yeah, we'll make something about that. But guys, bar that, I think it's time to wrap up this live stream because the PC build is done, as you can see. We're just going to go ahead and install the OS and all sorts of stuff on that and get it generally working so I can stress test it and blah 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 boop. So I'd like to thank you guys all for joining in our very first live stream. It was a bit informal, maybe a bit informal for some of you may have liked, but I don't care because informal is cool and we still got the point across. So I'd like to say thank you guys for tuning in from me personally, and don't forget to stay tuned to the channel. I'm sure Rob and Ben have something to say as well.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us tonight. That's been absolutely hilarious watching you try to put a computer together again.
It's pretty funny.
Be sure to watch the following
Great.
video that'll be on the channel to see the finished product with it all working. I'm sure that'll be out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you'd like to say, Ben?
Can we have a montage of me saying one job? Because
We
I
can.
think I said that a few times now.
Yeah,
Do
a
it.
few times.
We'll get that. Done.
Definitely do
We'll
it.
get that done.
Yeah.
One job and what was the other one? That's what she said.
It can be
'Cause there's
stepped up.
several of those.
What was it? Yeah.
The past hour and 40 minutes have been great.
Okay,
Yes.
guys, thank you for watching,
Try that.
and we'll catch you in the next video. Adios.